Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kop-Ish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people, what's going on? Big up yourselves. It is a good day. We have a special guest in the building, and we're going to be chopping up Man United versus Liverpool, old school style. We're going to do a combined 11, and there was no one better to bring in than my brother Saeed. What's going on, G?
What's going on, man? Big up, man. Come on, big up to the Kop-Ish community. You know, the ones there. Smash the likes on the video. And yeah, man, you know what I mean? I think the transfer window was has masked over this game, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, it's a big game, man. Big rivalry. You know, we kind of messed up your season, you know what I mean, last season. And yeah, man, maybe you lot are coming out for revenge. I don't know. So we'll get into it, man. But myself, man, big up Carl, big up obviously Matt as well on the show. So yeah, man. Big up everyone.
Yeah, man. No, obviously it's a pleasure to have you on again. And yeah, let's get into this, bro. And I think you're right as well. I think the transfer deadline day has kind of made people forget how big of a game this is. You're actually right. Like, I think it's only now people are starting to think, oh yeah, Liverpool Man United are playing this weekend. Like, and we might have new signings taking part in the game as well. That's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Both of us getting some new players through the door this week. Liverpool finally making moves. I mean, how are you feeling overall about Man United going into this game?
You know what? I'm actually one of a few that I'm kind of like up for this game, because this is what Man United do. Like, especially these kind of like games where, you know, it's more adrenaline. It's never really football when you deep it. Like, it's more the adrenaline. It's more the kind of feeling. You know what I mean? The fans, the emotion. Like last couple of games I think we played at Old Trafford, especially. You know what I mean? It's one of them where, you know, it's been the occasion rather than the game. You see what I mean? Like, it's more been the occasion, because, you know, we've not been playing well last season. We were 8th, but all of a sudden we came into that game 2-2. You lot should have destroyed us in that first half. You're looking at the game in the FA Cup, like, bro, that was a madness, that game. And then you lot played our football. You lot ended up playing a basketball game. So it's one of them where maybe it might be different, because Arne Slot is looking for a bit more control in the game. Like, you know, it's not as high tempo as what Klopp was. It's a bit more control, which will be better in the long run, and it's his style. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, that's why I'm still kind of calm, because I feel like for me, United rise up to these occasions. It's the games against Brighton, you know, next week against Southampton, West Ham. They're the games where United falter. But this game at home, I expect the crowd to be up for it. I expect the players to be up for it. And that's where, for me, I'm a bit more relaxed. I'm more kind of less relaxed when it's Brighton away, like last week. You know what I'm saying? So it's a funny one.
Yeah.
Funny one. It's a funny feeling.
I'm sure you lot want to erase that one from the memory bank still.
Yeah, of course, man. You know what I mean? Last season was crazy, man. You lot, like, literally derailed your week was gone in what, 10 days? Like, madness. FA Cup, Premier League, Europa League. Like, that was a whirlwind, man, that for you lot. So
yeah.
Battle of the Bulls, big up Tron. It is a battle of the Bulls. Who's got a better record, by the way? Is it Arne Slot or Ten Hag?
What, in verses?
Yeah, in the end of verses.
I don't actually know, you know. I know both of them won the league with the other one in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they played each other maybe 4 times minimum. I don't know, you know. I actually don't know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you lot know the thingy. Yeah. Is it Ten Hag?
Actually,
or is it Slot?
Won the league. When Slot won the league, he might not have been there anymore, Ten Hag.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he might have been at Man United at that point. So I'm not sure, bro. I'm not actually sure what that head-to-head is.
2-2. Are you adding the what do you call it? Do you know what I mean? The pre-season and that, is that what we're doing, people in the chat? We're adding pre-season and that in
Nah,
crazy.
Not counting. No, nah, we can't be counting that. But all right, so old school style with the combined 11. We haven't done these for ages. Yeah. But Man United made a lot of signings, so let's see if any of them get in. So we're going to include everyone who plays for the club, and we'll base it 50% on form, 50% on ability. Because I think it's unfair when it's just completely form. Because you can't just forget if a player's a good player. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Do
fair.
50% form, we'll do 50% ability. And we might as well start in defense, right? Because there's no point deliberating over the goalkeepers. There's surely no way you're going to try.
Who you got? Is it Kelleher?
There's no way that you're going to try and argue or not.
What was it? Kelleher versus Onana? I don't know, man. Nah, I'm only joking. Nah, listen, Alisson is clear, man. He's probably the best keeper in the world, man. Just if you're being real, man. So yeah, I'm gonna say Alisson. We all say Alisson. Anyone who thinks Onana, you're crazy. Yeah, go on.
I've been saying while we've been talking, bro, that apparently Mount is out for a while. He's pulled his hamstring. Did
I've
you know
just seen
that?
it now. Pulled his up, bro. This is the career of Mason Mount, bro. Literally, injury FC. Do you know what I mean? Look there.
Yeah,
look at that, man.
You lot, man.
5 weeks out now with the injury.
Yeah, that's a while still. How did he get it in training?
No, it's the pressing, isn't it? It's a pressing. He does a lot of running. Man. Does a lot of running. Does a lot of, you know what I mean? Like this is the problem, bro. Like you kind of get like there's a lot of running involved. Do you know what I mean? And eventually kind of kills him. So hamstring injury, yeah, man. He's crooked, man. He's had a lot of injuries since he's come through the United, man. It's mad.
Yeah, you know I actually feel a bit bad for him, to be honest, because I like Mount. I actually think Mount's a good player. Just play for you, I'm not gonna like lie about it. If you've got a fully fit and firing Mason Mount, I think he's a very good player. So yeah, his career's a bit of a shame at the moment.
Yeah, scammed by Chelsea, and they want to give us Sterling. You know, it's crazy. It's actually mad. But now it looks bad letting go of McTominay. You know, in his eyes, you know what I mean? Because now Ten Hag's gonna be screwing, because he's gonna be like, I let go of McTominay, and McTominay was basically the guy that was playing last season, and then Mount was like backup. So let's see.
But now you've got Ugarte, you'll be all right though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's a different position. That's more Casemiro replacement. You know what I mean? Rather than going forward. So I don't know who. Maybe Eriksen will have to get a bit of a role, but he's crooked as well, man. He's you know he's an old man now, man. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. But yeah, Mason Mount, not ideal, man. 5 weeks out, but to be honest with you, it makes us now play the actual Xerxes up front now. He has to force himself to play Xerxes up front. So it's peak.
You know, it'll be interesting, man. It will be interesting. Right, so let's move into midfield. I mean, into defense, sorry. This one's going to be interesting. Are you going to try and squeeze Mazwari in there at right back over Trent?
For me, I would have put Dalot maybe at right back. You know what I'm saying? The way we're playing right now. But I think Dalot's got a strong case, you know, man. He's had a good season last season, you know, when he actually deep it. You know what I mean? Like he's probably been our best player, voted best players player of the year for fans last year. Do you know what I'm saying? So end of the day, like people in the chat trying to dismiss it. I don't think you can't dismiss it. But at the same time, Trent ability wise is probably better in it. You know what I mean? Than Dalot, man. So we're gonna have to go with Trent. Feel me? But the chat, don't disrespect Dalot, man. Dalot's had a good season last season, man. He had a good season last season.
He definitely proved a lot of doubters wrong last season. I'll give you that, Dalot. He did, because my brother used to rate Dalot as well, and I never really saw it. But last season he did have some great games. So I agree with you on that one. But yeah, I think Trent has to be the one. He has to be the one if we're doing overall. This one's going to be very interesting though. Centre backs. So let's just do it as a pair. There's no point even trying to do that. If you were going to do a pair, who would your pair be between the two?
Obviously, we got Van Dijk in there, so that's one. I put Lisandro in there. Dalot and Lisandro. I mean, that's a nice pairing, man. Do you know what I mean? One who's a physical beast, and then you got one that can, who's so technically gifted on the ball, can play out from the back. You know what I'm saying? So I can't like Ibu. Listen, we're not trying to do that, man. Man was getting Man was out of the team through Kwanzaa, man. What we doing here, people, man? Ibu was a ghost until Kwanzaa was brought out of the team. So let's not do that, guys, man. He's been collecting dust on that bench, mate. You know what I mean? So
that's injuries, bro. That's injuries. It's not ability. It's just an injury.
Yeah, but my guy's been injured, but he's never been not the main man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think for me, Lissandro and Virgil is a nice little pairing there. Nice pairing for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice pairing, man. You get me? Yeah. Man said for the sake of Saeed. It ain't even for the sake of Saeed. It's for the sake of the whole situation, man. Like, that is a nice partnership. So, ain't no sake of that, man. Respect Lissandro.
What side does Lissandro play on? Is he right or left?
Left.
See, that might be the issue. Because they both play left, it might be a weird partnership.
Yeah. But then didn't Van Dijk play right hand side against Netherlands? I'm sure I've seen him play right hand side, didn't he, for Netherlands? So
possibly
crazy. You know what I mean? Difference. Let's be honest, man. So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna put Delit in there, man, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna give you Virgil just for now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. For me,
Delit and Lissandro.
You know what I mean, man? What's going on here, man? But now, listen, Virgil and Lissandro make sense. Let's do that.
There's a part of me that it don't sit right with me. I can't lie. And the thing is, I would say let's leave it to the chat, but I know it.
Not the chat, you know what I mean? Like, this, how many United fans?
Yeah. I know there's going to be a bias. I know there's going to.
I'm trying to be objective, so we'll put Virgil in there. You've already got 3 in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? That's true. We'll go with it. We'll go with that because actually no, but left back. Who would you? Because I would have thought maybe you
put Robbo in there. Robbo's been not great for the past couple of months, 6-7 months. Like last year, like people were talking about maybe it's time to move on. I don't know about Robbo at left back. You know, I'd go with Mazraoui or maybe Dalot actually at left back. Really, Robertson. You know, you guys I've been seeing like Liverpool fans been talking about Robertson saying, "Oh, he's on the decline. He's not the same player anymore. His running power's gone." You know what I mean? Like, I think Dalot left back for me personally.
So here's the thing with Robbo. Robbo is because he was so good that we're used to a standard that's difficult now. But he's still very good, even though he's not as good as he used to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, after last season, it's Gomez that's probably been our best left back in the last 12 months.
You're getting rid of him, man. It's crazy.
And I hope not.
In the squad nowadays. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be Dalot. It's got to be Dalot, man. I'm sorry, man. That position's got to be.
Do you know what? I would say. I would
agree with you. Look at your Liverpool fans; they're agreeing with you. They say Robbo's.
I would probably agree that Dalot, in form-wise, had a better season than Robbo last season. That is true. I'm not gonna be biased about it. All right, we'll go Dalot at left back then.
Yeah,
we'll go Dalot left back.
It has to be.
Moving into midfield, this one's going to be very. So what we gonna do? Play 4-3-3.
4-3-3. It's got to be a 4-3-3.
We play in a pivot, or we play in a traditional 3 in the middle.
Let's do a 4-2-3-1. 4-2. Yeah, 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2-3. So we go with a pivot. Okay, pivot, so this will be very interesting then. Who are you playing in the 2 in the middle?
I'm putting Mainu and McAllister in that midfield too. That would be a nice one. Mainu, McAllister. It's got to be. I reckon for me, it's got to be Mainu, McAllister, and Bruno. I'm not putting Szoboszlai in there in that 10 role. Szoboszlai's not really a 10. Mainu, McAllister, Bruno. Let's do that. And I don't even rate Bruno, but your man, no one's more credible in that position than Bruno. Gravenberch hasn't put mashed up enough work. Szoboszlai's not put enough work in there, and definitely not. Who else have you got in there?
Yeah, in our midfield, it would be Endo. It would be the other option.
Endo, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm giving you McAllister, and I think he's a good player, very good player. I would love McAllister in my team. So yeah, man, Yeah, I mean, I think for me that's a nice one. You know what I mean? Elliot, come on, man. Elliot, man. He's not putting enough work in, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Elliot can't go in over Bruno. I do have to be honest with that one, just based on like body of work. Even though
and no
Elliot
one's
had a
taking
brilliant
Mano's
season.
position. Who's taking Mano's position then? Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's the thing. If you're talking about credibility in the last, say, 12 months, then you're right. It would be Mainu.
yeah.
But I don't think Mainu is more talented than Gravenberch. No chance.
I don't know, man.
Nah, come on, bro. No chance, bro.
But the talent at Ajax in 2018, yeah, maybe. But I'm not sure about the
You
talent
know
now.
what? I tell you what. These decisions have been too difficult. So I'm going to be the referee now. And I'm going to bring in our brother Cal so that we can maybe...
Cal,
we can maybe switch this up.
Let's go and say, firstly, say congratulations on 100K. Not
big
many
up, man.
people
Appreciate
deserve
it,
that.
man.
Like you
Appreciate
do,
it, bro.
Big up, man. Fully deserve that, man.
Come on, man. Big up to you guys, man. Big up to you guys.
What's the combined 11 saying so far?
Yeah. Tell him so far, then. Tell him so far.
Yeah, so far, I feel like I've been like the best host ever so far to Saeed. Like I'm treating him like roti here because I've let him scream.
Okay. Sympathy vote, yeah. What are you trying to say?
So for Ali and goal, Trent at right back, Sanjo and Virgil was the pairing at centre back, Dalot at left back, and right now we're trying to talk.
Dalot at left back.
Yeah. Of course, man.
Do you know what it was? Why I gave Saeed the left back role is because even though I think even though he is a better left back overall, Robbo, there's no doubt about that. We're gonna go on seasons last year.
Dalot was excellent.
Dalot was way better than Robbo last season.
Didn't he play right back last season though?
He play right back, but he's so multifunctional. He can play left back. You know what I mean? It's true though. He can play. He can play.
It is, Saeed.
I can't lie. He's good on either side. Do you know what I mean? Like he's good on either side. So for me, when you look at the balance here, Robbo, like, I rate Robbo, and it's not been the same Robbo, man. You can tell there's a difference in Robbo. Like you can see the running power is not the same. Like he's just not the same Robertson. So that's why for me he has to come in there. Dalot at left back. You know.
So in midfield, at the moment, we're looking. Saeed is suggesting Mainu, McAllister for the pivot in a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
and that's what I was just saying. Like, if we're gonna go off the form, then it probably is Mainu. Yeah. But in terms of the ability, because we're doing 50% ability, 50% form for the metric, Gravenberch is a better player than Mainu. That can't be denied.
I don't know, man. I can't lie. If you were to buy someone right now, yeah, say Liverpool was to buy someone right now, and they said Mainu or Gravenberch, are you really saying you take Gravenberch over Mainu?
Yeah, I am.
Bro, come on, man.
If I'm gonna be unbiased, I think it depends on what you want from the player. I think there's some things that Mainu does better than Gravenberch, and I think vice versa.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot closer than people might think. I don't think one's clear of the other. I'm not mad at Mainu starting ahead of Gravenberch.
Yeah. I think, listen, Gravenberch is what he did at Ajax was good, yeah, but I don't think we've seen enough from him to kind of suggest that he's gonna get back to them levels just yet. But in terms of Mainu, like he's just been oozing quality. Like, bro, his man's been mashing up work for England and be one of their best players for England.
Scores vital goals as well.
Yeah.
There is
a goal he scored against you lot.
Comes through it though, and I think it goes unnoticed because he's a young talent. Like there's loads of games.
That second half against Ipswich was good, yeah, but has he given that kind of wow performance that you thought, wow, Gravenberch? I don't know if he's given that wow. He's done some nice stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if he's ever given us that wow performance. Like Gravenberch is back. This is the Gravenberch we knew. You know.
That's good.
There was a few last season. Where he was brilliant in the game. But he hasn't done it.
Not like Kobe.
Yeah, not like Kobe. That's what I'm trying to say. Not like Kobe. You know, on Sunday, then say, let's see on Sunday. You know what I mean? So Well, I don't know,
It'll
man.
be interesting. All right. Well, I'm just going to be the referee. So, Cal, you would go Kobe as well for the
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
and Bruno over Szoboszlai in the 10.
Has to
Yeah,
be.
it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
I'll be honest. I do not like Bruno, but I think he's heavily underrated by some. Even Man United fans.
Yes, I don't rate him as much as other people rate him, but I still think in that 10 role, he's better than what you've got.
Yeah, I just think if he had a better team and better structure around him over the last few years, I think he could have done some incredible things.
I think it's one of them. I think we have played to his strengths a lot. So that's where he kind of like, you can't really get any hiding from. Or like I said, Szoboszlai, I'm not so sure, man. Szoboszlai, he needs to do more.
So you don't rate
Szoboszlai didn't do anywhere near
Bruno
enough.
like that, Said?
I don't rate him like that. No, the sort of number 10. I don't really like that sort of number 10. That's a volume kind of player in terms of, like for me, you've got to have balance in there, man. And I think sometimes we lose control with Bruno because we try to play through to him a lot, and it affects our play massively. So that's where my kind of head's at. Don't get me wrong, he gets the assist, he gets the goals. Fully big up to him, but the way we try and do it it's a madness. There's a reason why we've been so chaotic in the way we play football. That's Bruno's part of it. So let's see. Yeah, he's definitely 10.
Yeah, he has to play 10 though. Szoboszlai season to suggest.
Well, this is going to be very interesting then. There's no point even deliberating over a right wing, is there?
I can't lie.
No,
I don't think I can deliberate anywhere.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if I could deliberate anywhere. I think you might have to Scott.
All right, so let's do it then.
Let's
so
do it for giggles, innit?
we'll go Salah right wing.
Salah right wing.
That one's given. Left wing, Rashford, Diaz, or Gakpo.
Bro, I can't lie, man.
Does Garnacho only play right, Said? Or does he
can play right and left, but even if, man, I can't lie to you, man. It's nah. Yeah, I'd put Chiesa over all them, that we've got, man. I can't lie to you, man. So, do you know what I mean? Even Chiesa can get a shout in there, man. But listen, for me, our attack is like, bro, we've barely scoring goals. Yeah, Garnacho, don't get me wrong. It's he's doing his thing. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And he's mashing up work. But at the same time, it's like, bro, nah, man. Like, what I'm saying? Rashford has fell off a cliff in terms of confidence, in terms of just, the pace and whatnot. And you're the ones that are doing things. Even though I don't know if I rate Diaz to that level. I think for me, there's something about Diaz that I don't rate, but I still believe he has weapons, he has artillery that he can be used in this Premier League, his pace, his power. He can be used. And then you got Jota. Listen, he's a top player, man. Jota's underrated. So you might have got options, man. You know what I mean? You might have got options. You know the ones. Gakpo as well. It's mad. It's actually mad.
So we're gonna go Diaz, Jota, Salah for the front three.
That's you guys' deliberation. You guys go for it. You guys have your little, you know what I'm saying? You guys have your little gym wag. I'm waiting for you, man. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for you, man.
What do you think of Xerxes? Because again, I've been quite vocal about it. I rate him really high. He reminds me of what Firmino was when he first came to the club.
Yeah.
So how do you think he'll fare in the Premier League? And is he the sort of striker you wanted?
Yeah, 100%, man. I spoke to the Bologna fan, after he was saying, yo, man, you guys are getting top player, man. Like link-up play, you know what I mean? Goal scoring isn't his biggest asset. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, he's only played like 2 or 3 like big seasons in his career. Like he's still young, but his overall game that benefits others, man. That's what we needed. We needed something different. We didn't need just like a more of a guy who runs in behind and whatnot, and maybe like a Hoyland. So we kind of needed that from Xerxes. So hopefully he could benefit the strikers or the wingers, should I say. So yeah, man, I like him, man. Good hold up play, good technically gifted as well. You know what I mean? He's tall, he's strong, he's physical. So maybe this Premier League might suit him in that aspect because of the day, like, he can hold up the ball, man. And that's what you need in this Premier League, man. You need someone like a Tony. You know what I mean? I can hold up the ball, but then also be a gunman. So I'm actually excited, man. One sign that I'm actually excited for, like genuinely. And it's a relatively low fee. We only got it for like 34 million,
Yeah.
which is nice, very nice. This day and age as well.
So there we have it. That was nice and easy. That actually was nice
Let's
and easy.
run,
So
let's
we
run it
got
back.
Ali,
Run it back to the team then.
so we got Ali in goal,
Yep.
Trent, Martinez, Van Dijk, Dallo at the back, Mainu, McAllister in a pivot, Bruno in the 10, Jota up front, Diaz, Salah, left and right wing.
So I've only
What are we
got
thinking about that team?
Gallo, Mainu, and Bruno. I've got
Bruno. 4.
Oh, damn.
Crazy.
Crazy, that's crazy. Hey, nah, that's mad. That's mad, fam. That's crazy.
If we'd have run this back like 12 months ago, I don't know if you'd have got any in. So it's progress, bro.
Yeah, it might have been Bruno.
Probably Mainu. That's it. You know what I mean? At the time, but that's it. Probably. Yeah, literally nobody.
No, but even 12 months ago, bro, Manu hadn't even done his thing at that point.
No, he wasn't there, was he? He came in around.
Yeah, he hadn't even done his thing yet at that point, bro.
You know what? Fair enough then, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's scary, man. That's actually scary. Do you know what I mean?
Let me just throw a spanner in the works real quick, since that was so easy before we wrap up. Who's managing this team? Ten Hag or Slot?
Oh,
Well, who's done more? It's got to be Ten Hag. 2 trophies. Even though I don't rate him, you might know. But it's got to be Ten Hag.
League and Cup win with Feyenoord for Slot. Is that not a better achievement than winning with Ajax?
Well, our manager's done more.
We saying, Cal, who's managing this team?
Saeed's right in terms of he has done more. What I will say though is Ten Hag's been there for 2 seasons and a bit now. Slot's only been there for a few weeks, and I feel as though we already have an identity and philosophy, whereas Ten Hag hasn't been able to do that at United yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I would go with Slot, but I can't sit there and be like, yeah, he's done more than 10. He hasn't. He's young in the game still, Slot. So I'd go Slot.
Oh well, we'll let that. We'll leave the people to decide that one. We'll leave the people to decide that one. Slot. I mean, I'm going Slot. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Ten Hag's anywhere near as bad as people say he is, but I definitely don't want him bringing all that toxicity around my.
Yeah,
that's mad. He seems very toxic, Ten Hag. Very toxic.
Yeah. Random question. Who would you bring in to replace Ten Hag if? Because I'm gonna say it straight. I won't take Man United really seriously until I see you get rid of Ten Hag, because I don't.
Yeah, I know. I generally think it'll be Ruud van Nistelrooy. You know, I generally think it will be him.
Would you be happy with that?
Would I be happy with that? Yeah, because he's still got out and done his. It's not like an Ollie thing where Ollie kind of had Mulder. He went to PSV and learned his trade over there. But if they got another person, I wouldn't mind Nagelsmann if he decided to jump ship. Zidane maybe if he wanted to come and join us. But honestly, if it was Ruud, I'd be up for it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a different feeling to Ollie, because at least with Ruud, he's actually got the experience. He's actually learned his trade. Like, he's done his thing. So, yeah, I think for me, Ruud would be a good one, man. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. But I think for me, Ten Hag, the writing's on the wall, though. Like, you can tell, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost as if, like, there's a rope there, and it's just like, it sounds bad, but it's a mad thing. You feel me? Oh, sick. One sec, someone's at the door.
No problem.
I agree. I hate to compare the two, but with Ten Hag feels like when we had Brendan, and then when we got Klopp, we all knew we were a serious team again. I feel like that with Man United. They may get the odd big win here and there. I won't really take them serious until I see them get rid of Ten Hag, or unless Ten Hag has a full 180 and becomes his superstar manager. But until then, I can't see them competing.
Do you think it's possible to ever turn it around after 2 years of not doing well?
I think it's hard, because how much more money do you give him to spend as well? Because that's another thing. Like, how much more? Because you have to think, if he's
the most backed manager since Fergie.
Yeah, because if another manager comes in and doesn't like half the players, then you've got another rebuild process. So it's like, you kind of, in my opinion, you've got to Man United, in my opinion, have to now see out the season with Ten Hag, unless it gets so bad where it's like there's no other option.
Unless it's so bad.
But
But
he's
they have
excellent.
brought in players that, like, apparently he didn't want Ugarte, apparently, and he wanted to keep McTominay, but the board said no, you're keeping Ugarte. So some of them have been like, club signings as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
So do you think he plays Ugarte then? Or do you think he does?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where it's going to get a bit tricky. If he doesn't say he wants to play Ugarte, then that's where it gets a bit sticky. Feel me? So, boy, you know what I mean? He's got to, now he's under pressure, but the club are looking to get like signings that are, whether they are Ten Hag or not. Like Joshua Zirkzee, you could definitely use him without the manager. Like Delete still could use him. Like Mazarawi is a technical player that, you know what I mean? Like they're not like an Anthony. They're not like, you know what I mean? Like signings where you just, that manager just can't simply use, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think for me.
But they came for him though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I think they are, but it's just kind of almost like, it's like lambs to the slaughter. They're just kind of like, they don't really know what they're doing. And, it's true though. It's like lambs to the slaughter because he puts out tactics that just don't help the team at all. So, time will tell. This Liverpool game, I genuinely feel like it will be adrenaline. And I've got a good feeling about the weekend. Someone might clip me, but I'm actually not scared. I'm just chilling.
Well, you know what? That's what I was going to say. So we'll round up with just your score prediction for the game. How do you actually feel the game will go? 2-2.
High scoring draw. We could nick a 2-1, but I think 2-2. And I'm not going to lie to you. I take that because at the end of the day, we go into international break with 4 points. You know what I mean? Not ideal, but not the worst. And just avoid a loss and just because you know what's going to happen. If we lose that game, I genuinely think it's going to get toxic, man. And then you start seeing murmurs of like, the board not happy and like generally. So we need to avoid a loss. It's almost like a must not lose. Don't lose that game. Like genuinely don't lose that. For you lot, if you lose to us, man, I can't lie, bro. That's a big L, man. Because you lot before that you won us 5-0, but since the 5-0, your record at Old Trafford is a bit spooky.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We haven't beat you in 3 games. I think
3 games. That's
crazy. I think it's 2 draws and a loss. So you got a decent record against us at the moment. Yeah. It's 2 draws and 2 losses, isn't it? Add the FA Cup as well. Visit Old Trafford.
After we beat you 5-0, the following season.
Have we lost
we lost 2-1. They beat us 2-1. Sancho and Rashford scored.
Yeah.
And then we played them the following season and it finished 2-2 with the Bruno goal when Konza gave it away, and then the FA Cup game. Yeah. And they beat us 4-3. So it's two losses and 1 draw.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was 2 draws and 1 loss. Yeah, well, whichever. It's a bad record against Man United in the last few games. So we definitely got to try and
the Anfield record. Let's forget that one. You know what I mean? Like
that one. Yeah.
That's a bit spooky. You know what I mean?
Even still, we didn't beat you there last season, though.
Yeah, I know. So when you look at it, we're unbeaten against you lot in a bit of a since the 7-0. You know, so
yeah.
It's mad. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We'll
Get a bit nervous there, Drifty. What's going on, man? I can feel the nerves,
man. You know what, G? Yeah, I said it yesterday when we did our other preview. I've never felt so weird in terms of like super confident, but apprehensive at the same time. And it's because Man United are capable of doing what you're not supposed to do. Like you said, you've got all these great results against us when we should have been slapping you lot up easy.
Yeah.
So I'm going into this game thinking the exact same thing. What if Man United get another one of these out of nowhere performances and they pull it off? But then the rationale in me is like, no, we're better than them. We've got to win this game. So it's the weirdest feeling I've had for a while going into a Man United game. It's weird. I'm like super confident and apprehensive all at the same time. It's weird.
Yeah. It is a weird one. But honestly, normally I'm quite like nervous and I don't want to get like absolutely destroyed. But you know when you get battered so much, like especially last season, we were getting like loss after loss. You kind of almost just create this barrier now where you're like, let's bring it on. Is what it is now. Let's bring it on. But for Liverpool, I just know the crowd will be up for it. It will be a absolute mad atmosphere. It's gonna be warm on Sunday. The weather's gonna be lit. And when them United fans, Liverpool, it's the rivalry, it's the adrenaline. And generally, like it doesn't become, I'll say it to Drifty there, like it doesn't become the game, it becomes the occasion. And this is why you lot struggled against it last season. You man played the occasion, basketball game. Like it became like no control. And then we just won it at the end. And that's what you can't afford to do with United. But that's why you're different with Arne Slot. With Arne Slot, you have a bit more control. You know, so it's whether United find that 4-2-2 kind of, you know, press, and we do, you know, the 4-2-4 press. If we play like that, then I don't know. I really don't know, because maybe Liverpool might pick us off. So we have to see what he does, man. Ten Hag. You know what I mean?
It's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. But Saeed, brother, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Come on, love.
Make sure you guys go and add to that 100,000 if you haven't already. Go and subscribe to Saeed TV. Make sure you get that done. Big Six as well. I'm sure you lot are all subscribed as well. Get over there. Our brother Saeed's killing the game right now. And yeah, man, we'll have to catch up. I would say I'll jump in your stream or you jump in here, depending on who wins afterwards. But we're being honest with ourselves. We're not going to do that.
It's one of them, man. It's crazy, man.
If Man United beat Liverpool, I can't jump in.
Down, bro. It's one of them where it's crazy, man. Everything's kind of changed now, because last season we were kind of on the up after the first season, and then you, man, obviously were club, and now you guys are in Europa League. We were in the Champions League. So like it's literally flipped now, man. Again, to your favor. Like, so you know what I mean? I've got Europa League draw tomorrow. You guys got Champions League draw. It's crazy, man. Life changes. Crazy.
But big up, people. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, guys. Make sure you go show your love to Saeed as well. And I'm sure we'll have Saeed back on real soon. And catch me over there on Saeed's channel constantly as well. So people, we'll keep it moving. And brother, we'll talk soon, man.
Come on, always, man. Bro. Always, man. Big up the man, then. Big up the chat. Make sure you like the video. Come on.
Big up, G. Big up. People, we'll catch you in 20 minutes when we'll be back for the Champions League draw, people. So stay tuned. Yeah. We the content keeps contenting, people. That's how we do it, man. Big up, people. Peace.
Big up, sorry.
Big up, big up.
I'll be